Peace. This is White Raptor News Ministries. All praise and glory to the Supreme Spirit of Truth, the Living One, the author of life, the perpetual force, the all you can see and all you cannot see, the visible and invisible, the Almighty. Give praise to what you can't see, not to mankind. Don't praise mankind. Mankind are created evil. They were made that way on purpose. The purpose that they were made that way is so that you'd come back to the rightful worship of the Spirit. When you vote for a demon to rule over you. I don't give a fuck who it is. Okay? Wake up, people. Okay? You are walking a blind walk thinking that mankind is going to save you or that one president is better than the other. Now that may sound like a charge on somebody else, but this is how I've been speaking for the last 4 years about the government. The government can fuck off. They can burn in fucking hell. They're douchebags. They're liars. They're cheats. They're corrupted. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. You think that these people are in charge and willing to do something for you, the people? If that was so, how come after my lifetime I see all of us just continually to get poorer, work harder, get less? And they line their pockets, they laugh at you. You understand that? The government laughs at you people. It's time to wake up. You're walking in deceit. You're walking in lies. You're walking in a fantasy, and you're walking in a dream state. You're walking in an illusion. This world is not real. David's charge to Solomon. We're here at 1 Kings chapter 2. When the time drew near for David to die, he gave a charge to Solomon his son. I am about to go the way of all the earth, he said. So be strong, act like a man, and observe what the Lord your God requires. Walk in obedience to him, and keep his decrees and commands, his laws and regulations, as written in the law of Moses. Do this so that you may prosper in all you do and wherever you go, and that the Lord may keep his promise to me. If your descendants watch how they live, and if they walk faithfully before me with all their hearts and souls, you will never fail to have a successor on the throne of Israel. Well, I would ask, who is the successor on the throne to Israel today? Huh? Who would it be? Would it be this douchebag here? Images of the Pope? Huh? Is this your successor? A white man successing, taking your throne, Israel? You know that you're a nation of black people. The Bible tells us so. You know it. I know it. Those that read the Bible know it. These people, these Christians, these demonite Christians, they know it. This mutt-face mother effer here, this scumbag, this diarrhea out of the backside of my rear end, this loser, this chump, this cheat, this skunk, this demon, this devil, this beast, this piece of rotten shit, and you guys serve it. Oh, the Pope, he's so great. Oh, I love the Pope. I'd like an 8-foot ladder, a 6-foot rope, a cup of gasoline, and a stick match. That's what I have for the Pope. Yeah, and that's what I have for all of you douchebags in the Catholic Church. Think I'm lying? Images of Auditorium Hall. Yeah. Here's your church right here. Huh. This is a bit different for me here now. All of a sudden, they've gotten rid of the snake. Where's the snake? Huh. Looks like they've changed it again. They get tired of me making these videos and proving to you guys that this race of people here, these Catholics, okay, they are the serpent race. I'll prove it. Give me a second. There's your mutt face. There's your Catholic Church. There's your serpent right there in front of your face. They make a church shaped like a serpent, and you guys can't figure that shit out? Are you kidding me? Let's see. Where's that picture at? I'm going to pull that up, do they? Skunks is what they are. And see, I'm guarded by a shield. I'm protected. I'm protected to be able to call these people skunks, because that's what they are. They're full-blown, out of their mind skunks. There's your Jesus Christ coming up out of the pit. He's coming up from a pit. He's not descending down. He's not on a white cloud here. He's in smoke and fire and death and dead souls, and this is carnage. And you guys, oh, Jesus has come to save me. Oh, Jesus, save me, Jesus. You call on Jesus, by the way, is the creature. I didn't say it. The parables are telling us. Therefore, God gave them over to their desires of their flesh, to impurity, for the dishonoring of their bodies with one another. What does that sound like to you? The dishonoring of their bodies with one another. Does that sound like fornicating? Does that sound like a man placing his semen in the backside of another man's rear end and copulating his life force into a pile of poop? Huh? They exchanged the truth of God. Who is this God here? Theos, a deity, especially the supreme divinity. The supreme divinity. D-I-V-I in Latin means to divvy up. This God here, once again, is a magistrate. Give me 1 second. A magistrate, which has the word magi in it. And a magi is a magus, or a magus, or a magician. A magician, that's what these guys are. This plane of existence isn't real. So they exchanged the truth of God for a lie and worshiped and served the creature, Jesus Christ, rather than the Creator. For who is ever worthy of praise, a spirit. I don't say amen. I don't pray to amen. I don't say amen anymore. Amen is wordcraft. Your amen means Amon. Amon is one of the Anunnaki. Now you yourselves know what Joab, son of Zeruiah, did to me. What he did to those two commanders of Israel's armies, Abner, son of Ner, and Amasa, son of Jether. He killed them, shedding their blood in peacetime, as if in battle, and with that blood he stained the belt around his waist and the sandals on his feet. Deal with him according to your wisdom, but do not let his gray head go down to the grave in peace. But show kindness to the sons of Barzillai of Gilead, and let them be among those who eat at your table. They stood by me when I fled from your brother Absalom. And remember, you have with Shimei, son of Gera, the Benjamite from Bahurim, who called down bitter curses on me the day I went to Mahanaim, when he came down to meet me at the Jordan. I swore to him by the Lord, I will put you to death by the sword. But now, do not consider him innocent. You are a man of wisdom. You will know what to do to him. Bring his gray head down to the grave in blood. Then David rested with his ancestors and was buried in the city of David. By the way, David in Hebrew is with a W. It's David. He had reigned 40 years over Israel, 7 years in Hebron, 33 in Jerusalem. 3 plus 3 is 6. You got 733. Let's just take a look at that for a second. Strong's Concordance, number 733. To prolong, to lengthen, to extend. That makes perfect sense. Verse 33 in Jerusalem. So Solomon sat at the throne of his father David, and his rule was firmly established. Solomon's throne established. Now Adoniah, the son of Haggith, went to Bathsheba, Solomon's mother. Bathsheba asked him, "Do you come peacefully?" He answered, "Yes, peacefully." Then he added, "I have something to say to you." "You may say it," she replied. "As you know," he said, "the kingdom was mine. All Israel looked to me as their king. But things changed, and the kingdom has gone to my brother, for it has come to him from the Lord. Now I have one request to make of you. Do not refuse me." "You may make it," she said. So he continued, "Please ask King Solomon. He will not refuse you to give me Abishag the Shunammite as my wife." "Very well," Bathsheba said. "I will speak to the king for you." When Bathsheba went to King Solomon to speak to him for Adoniah, the king stood up to meet her, bowed down to her, and sat down on his throne. He had a throne brought for the king's mother, and she sat down at his right hand. "I have one small request to make of you," she said. "Do not refuse me." The king replied, "Make it, my mother. I will not refuse you." So she said, "Let Abishag the Shunammite be given in marriage to your brother Adoniah." King Solomon answered his mother, "Why do you request Abishag the Shunammite for Adoniah? You might as well request the kingdom for him. After all, he is my older brother. Yes, for him and for the Abiathar, the priest, and Joab, son of Zeruiah." Then King Solomon swore by the Lord, "May God deal with me, be it ever so severely, if Adoniah does not pay with his life for his request. And now, as surely as the Lord lives, he who has established me securely on the throne of my father David and has founded a dynasty for me, as he promised, Adoniah shall be put to death today." So King Solomon gave orders to Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, and he struck down Adoniah, and he died. To Abiathar, the priest of king, said, "Go back to your fields in Anathoth. You deserve to die, but I will not put you to death now, because you carried the ark of the sovereign Lord before my father David and shared all my father's hardships." So Solomon removed Abiathar from the priesthood of the Lord, fulfilling the word the Lord had spoken at Shiloh about the house of Eli. When the news reached Joab, who had conspired with Adoniah, though not with Absalom, he fled to the tent of the Lord and took hold of the horns of the altar. King Solomon was told that Joab had fled to the tent of the Lord and was beside the altar. Then Solomon ordered Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, "Go strike him down." So Benaiah entered the tent of the Lord and said to Joab, "The king says, 'Come out.'" But he answered, "No, I will die here." Benaiah reported to the king, "This is how Joab answered me." Then the king commanded Benaiah, "Do as he says, strike him down and bury him, and so clear me and my whole family of the guilt of the innocent blood that Joab shed. The Lord will repay him for the blood he shed, because without my father David knowing it, he attacked 2 men and killed them with the sword, both of them, Abner, son of Ner, commanders of Israel's army, and Amasa, son of Jether, commander of Judah's army, were both better men and more upright than he. May the guilt of the blood rest on the head of Joab and his descendants forever. But on David and his descendants, his house and his throne, may there be the Lord's peace forever. So Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, went up and struck down Joab and killed him, and he was buried at his home out in the country. The king put Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, over the army in Joab's position and replaced Abiathar with Zadok the priest. Then the king sent for Shimei and said to him, "Build yourself a house in Jerusalem and live there, but do not go anywhere else. The day you leave and cross the Kidron Valley, you can be sure you will die. Your blood will be on your own head." Shimei answered the king, "What you say is good. Your servant will do as my lord the king has said." And Shimei stayed in Jerusalem for a long time. But 3 years later, 2 of Shimei's slaves ran off to Achish, son of Maacah, king of Gath, and Shimei was told, "Your slaves are in Gath." At this, he saddled his donkey and went to Achish at Gath in search of his slaves. So Shimei went away and brought the slaves back from Gath. When Solomon was told that Shimei had gone from Jerusalem to Gath and had returned, the king summoned Shimei and said to him, "Did I not make you swear by the Lord and warn you, on the day you leave to go anywhere else, you can be sure you will die? At that time you said to me, 'What you say is good, I will obey.' Why then did you not keep your oath to the Lord and obey the command I gave you?" In this case here, Solomon is calling himself a lord. Mankind are lords on this plane of existence. Fallen angels, humans that have fallen into this reality construct. The king also said to Shimei, "You know in your heart all the wrong you did to my father David. Now the Lord will repay you for your wrongdoings. But King Solomon will be blessed, and David's throne will remain secure before the Lord forever." Then the king gave the order to Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, and he went out and struck Shimei down, and he died. The kingdom was now established in Solomon's hands. All praise and glory to the Supreme Spirit of Truth, the Living One. Blessings upon all those that submit and speak out with a contrite heart in transgression of your walking contrary to the Lord's way. May He put the Spirit of truth upon you so that you understand what you are, who you are, how you got here, how you've fallen, and the reality of this construct that we live in. Peace and blessings to all those that serve the Most High. This is White Raptor News Ministries.